and how shiny it is. Just finished doing some skincare. I'm breaking out a little bit, but that's neither here nor there. Happy Tuesday. I know it's been a while. Life has been lifing. I've been trying to show up daily on YouTube Shorts because I just haven't been able to come on YouTube Live. So I figured tonight will be the night that we do so. And yeah, so let me flip the camera and just gotta wipe the lens so you guys have a clear view of what's going on. And this is going to be a very short, um, a very short recipe. So here, as always, I start with the ingredients. So I'm using egg whites, but you can use regular eggs. I'm just trying to cut down on cholesterol and with the yolk and everything. So I'm just using egg whites. My typical seasoning. So we have garlic powder, we have onion powder, we have Cajun seasoning, we have salt, my usual tub of salt. So these are microgreens here. We have shredded cheese. We have cut up parsley. And we have one shallot. This is a very quick recipe. It's like stupid quick, like amazingly quick. And I have shown this on YouTube Shorts. So, of course, it came out well. And I said, I got to show it on YouTube Live. So the first thing that we're going to do is weigh out the egg whites. That's how I track my foods. I am in a little bit of a caloric deficit right now, trying to lean out. So I have to weigh things and account for things. So we're going to use this. And we are going to do, I'm going to try and do anyway, let's see. I'll stop when it makes sense and account for it later. Okay. What's nice with egg white is that you can actually get quite a bit of volume and still have it be relatively, not even relatively, actually low calorie. We're gonna do 115 grams. Okay, there we go. All right. Now, we'll remove that. Put the scale back. And now we're going to cut up a shallot. And while we cut up the shallot, hi Murda, welcome back. It's notifying me that you've come on one of my lives before, so welcome back. While I cut up the shallot, as always, I know I have some new viewers here, so I think it's important just to introduce myself. My name is Chiamaka, and I have a channel on here called Pockets of Protein. I like to cook high protein recipes specifically, but honestly, I cook a little bit of everything because I'm a big believer in balance. I don't like bland meals. I am on a, let's say, health and wellness journey, just trying to eat healthier. But I don't think I should be caged in feeling extremely limited in the things that I eat. I'm big on swapping things out, using substitutions, all the things. But also, I'm a human being and life is short. So, practicing the 80-20 lifestyle, you'll see on my page, it's kind of a mix. You see like what's obviously, I guess, quote unquote, in the bucket of like healthy meals. And then you see the ones that definitely look like an indulgence. And then there are the recipes that are not an indulgence, but look like an indulgence. So a lot of range here. So if that's your jam, subscribe. I'd love to have you. I'm currently trying to post almost daily on YouTube Shorts. Eventually, I will get back into posting long form videos, but for now, I can only do it my schedule affords. So, and I like to do these lives to interact with you guys, humanize my channel, chat with you guys, all the things, connect and all the things. So, welcome for all of you that have joined. Let's see. Let's see, Murda, are you from the US? I am. Felly, welcome, welcome, welcome. I am cooking a frittata. I'm going to add all my ingredients to my mix and then I'm going to bake it for 30 minutes. All right, so I think, speaking of frittata, on my YouTube short for this recipe and on a few of my recipes, I have noticed that people, not anyone in this live, because I would like to think you guys have common sense, but I've noticed that there are people that like to comment stupid things on my page. Now, I know with some YouTube creators, there are folks that, they like to be the bigger person and not say anything. I'm not the bigger person. If you say something stupid on my page, I will respond. And so it just goes without saying. I think people forget that there's a human being behind the camera, adding Cajun seasoning, by the way. As I was saying, there's someone behind the camera. The person has feelings. If you don't like a recipe, that's fine. Onion powder. If you don't like a recipe, that's okay. Like, we all have different palates. We all like different things. I mean, everything is not for everyone. But don't come on a post, garlic powder. Don't come on a post and start saying things that I think are just an excuse to be rude, to be obnoxious, because like I said, I will respond. For those of you that have come on my lives, I'm an easygoing person. I like to cook, eat good food, and interact with you guys. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. But I've been noticing that, and yeah, just know that I am going to respond, and I'm not going to hold back. So just want to get that intro out of the way. Stupid level seems to be rising these days in comments. Yes, they are. And I really don't understand. I mean, it's like, if you don't like the recipe, like, continue to scroll. It's not by force. You don't have to comment. Like, no one is holding a gun to your head to say you must comment on this post. I promise I will be fine. Okay. But anyways, we don't want to make a negative vibe here. We're just trying to make breakfast prep. So from now, I'm going to add in the shallots. I think somebody said that's enough. Well, I like a lot of shallots. So again, this is how I like to make it. If you decide to make this, you can use half a shallot. You can use no shallot, no onions. You can make it just egg and cheese. You can make this however way you want. That's the joy in cooking. You can make things how you want. If you don't like a lot of seasoning and you just like salt and pepper, do so. Okay? Like, free will here. You know, I'm just showing how I make things to at least give you guys kind of like a template, and then you can customize it to your liking. All right, so now we're gonna add the microgreens, and this is going to get mixed in. And what I'll do, because I have like pre-measured these things, I mean the seasoning, I always just use the default, like maybe like 2 teaspoons of each of these, including the salt. You guys saw me kind of just wing it, but that is kind of the rule of thumb that I use. Cheese is measured as well. So what I'll do when this live is over, I will include the ingredients and everything in the comments, again, as a template. You do not have to follow the template, but if you want it, it's there. I just try to include that just in case. All right, so we're gonna add in some cheese. And what I'll do is now I'm gonna mix this and then top the mix with cheese. So it's like cheese half mixed in, cheese topped on top. This is like a very, 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 I mean, I made this, so should I say the history of this? I tried my hand at this recipe on a weekend that my boyfriend actually had wisdom teeth removal. And it pained me to feel that he had to subject himself to nasty applesauce and mushed up food that does not taste good. That hurts my heart. So I said, what can I make this man that he will enjoy, that will not be uncomfortable for him, considering that I think he had like 3 teeth or 2 teeth removed on the left side of his mouth. And that's his dump, like he tends to chew on that side. So that actually was what inspired me to make frittata for him. I cooked down the vegetables that went in his, and then like pretty much what you see me doing here. I baked it, everything, and he was able to eat it. So I said, "Huh, well, I got to make this for myself now." I don't like cheese except if it's melted. Well, it's gonna be melted, right? It's going in the oven. So we're gonna top this with cheese. Now, of course, I'm not going to make you guys sit on this live for 30 minutes while this thing bakes. I'm thinking about your time. I'm always, I'm trying to consider you guys when I come on lives. Make the live as organized as possible instead of just scrambling in the background trying to grab ingredients and all the things. So, what I have actually done is I have baked a second version of this in the oven. It's already ready so that you guys can see what it looks like done. And I'm gonna put this in the oven now to bake for 30 minutes. I put it for 350 degrees for 30 minutes. Now, I think that what I will probably try and do in the future is bake it higher, like maybe 360, 375, just to cut down the cook time. But again, the first time I made this, it was at 350, so I don't want to try anything new and then it burns. So let me grab the one that's ready and put in this one that we've made here. And in the meantime, chat to me. Let me know how you guys are doing. I know I've said quite a mouthful. I just figured that I would make that disclaimer in my intro because I've just been noticing it happening a lot more often with the comments, and I'm not a fan of it because all I'm trying to do is cook, you know? All right, so we're gonna preheat the oven. I'm gonna move this, and then let me show you what the frittata looks like. I'm not going to remove it from the container because this is kind of like a meal prep for me. But this is what it looks like. Oop. I'm gonna take you guys off of the tripod so you can see it up close. So this is what it looks like. It's very solid. And that's another thing too. So when I made this the first time, I made it with whole eggs. So this is just egg whites. And it looks solid. You can remove it from the pan. I'm gonna actually be having this tomorrow. So I'm not like, this is not being removed from the baking pan. And what I did, so the last time that I made this, I just top it with some parsley. I feel like these are like big pieces. Hold on. Let me just chop these down a little bit more. Not that it really matters because like I said, I'm not having this now. But yeah. And this is what he was able to, my boyfriend was able to eat when he got his wisdom teeth removed. I had a piece of his that day and it came out really nice. And I said, I have to make this for myself solely. But that's what it, any meat, you can add meat. Actually, with his, I added in bacon. So you can add like bacon, chicken, steak even. Again, get creative. But that's what it looks like. It takes 30 minutes on the dot. So no longer, no less, 30 minutes, 350. If when I make this in the future, if I'm able to get a good result with a higher temperature, I will edit like the comment both for this live as well as for the YouTube short that I made this dish, because the YouTube short is I used mushrooms and was it mushrooms and spinach and bacon. So I like bacon. I do too. I do too. I like turkey bacon. So, but that's it, guys. Like that is, it's simple as that. It's very straightforward. This, so I don't know if you guys can hear the noise in the background. Apologies if you can. But when I told you that I track all of the ingredients. So this dish is 125 calories. 125 calories. It's like roughly 17 grams of protein just in this one dish. This is one serving. And this is what I'm going to have for breakfast tomorrow. I have to get up pretty early tomorrow because I have to get an MRI done, and it's like a whole thing. So I'm going to be taking this with me on the go, etc., because there are places I need to stop at. So I'm making two. The one you guys just saw me make, this is the second one that I was referencing because I wanted you guys to at least see like a finished result versus waiting 30 minutes and then we're staring at each other on YouTube Live. So I hope you guys can appreciate this. Try it out for yourselves. It's very easy. When I made this with eggs, I used 3 eggs. You can use as many vegetables as you want, but whole eggs, I use 3. This is egg whites. You guys saw me measure that out. It's, 115 grams of egg whites. And that's it. Let me know. I'll stay on for a little bit on live. Let me know if you have any questions. Also, if you have recipe recommendations, can you please put it in the chat? Because I would like to try my hand. I'm always trying to try my hand at new dishes. And I like to take the recommendations from you guys. So if you have recommendations, please put it in the chat. Or anything that you've made, you've tried, that you really liked, I would like to know so that I can try it too. And if you don't, then I guess we'll just, you guys will just come on live to see whatever new thing I'm making. But I do like to take recommendations from you guys because, I don't know, I feel some of the recommendations I've received were pretty solid actually. But yeah, so again, this is what it looks like up close. I called this a crustless, what did I call this? A crustless quiche. And man, people ate me up in the comments. I'm like, whatever. Same thing, same difference. Like, okay, grammar police. Like, I don't understand. Quiche, frittata, crustless, like, whatever. You get the point. So, very quick to make. It's very delicious. Highly recommend. And that's it, guys. Very quick live. I just wanted to show you because I was making this and I figured it's been a while since I've been on YouTube Live with you guys. But I will catch you in the next live. Tomorrow is what, Wednesday? So we'll try for Thursday. Thursday, we're going to be making kind of like a lo mein dish for dinner. So if that's your jam, I'll put it in the community tab on my page what time I will be coming on live so that you guys can join. But thank you so much, and I'll see you guys later. And I hope you guys have a great night. Take care.